Do 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 do.
Okay, great. Hello and welcome to PCorGTFO podcast, episode 16. We're back. Finally. I don't know where we were. Probably in
Space.
space.
I
We
was
will
in the
never
toilet.
stop. We will never stop spamming that.
All right. So today we here have with us Qarx,
Hello.
Mike,
Hello.
and Dan,
Hello.
of course. Anyways, this is episode 16, as I already mentioned. Probably. Here are my keys. And we can start with news. And first thing is Asus is working with Microsoft to integrate Kinect into their laptops. Would you consider buying a laptop that has Kinect integrated in it? And does it make it more appealing to you, Qarx?
Not particularly. I don't exactly see the point. I myself. I mean, unless it's just for I don't know, face recognition. But I think webcams, normal webcams, might be able to do that just fine. I don't know. I haven't really played around with it yet.
Well, Kinect is kind of a 3D camera, I guess. So normal laptop webcams couldn't handle that.
Ah,
Yeah. Mike, how about you?
I don't really care about it. I don't really see the point of it. I do, however, find it hilarious. Just imagine someone just on a train or something just get out his laptop. Everybody stand back. Everybody stand back. I gotta play Kinect Adventures.
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen with Windows 8. You know that.
Dan, how about you? You find it appealing?
Oh, come on. A laptop that bows to you just like the Kinect? Hell yeah. Wait. I don't like the Kinect anyways. No. Why would I actually buy something like that? Yeah, you just get a webcam and motion technology and away you go. It's probably cheaper than the bloody the thing that they have going on for it.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't see appeal in it myself because how can you have the Kinect experience on your laptop? I don't see it. It could only be annoying and nothing actually fun would come out of this. Anyways, let's move on to the next thing, which is two large ICPs. What? I don't know what I'm reading here. Anyways, internet service providers in the Netherlands have said that they will not be blocking subscriber access to the Pirate Bay, as demanded by Hollywood supporter anti-piracy outfit BREIN, without A but with a E, which makes it sounds a bit retarded. And T-Mobile and KPN argue that blocking websites is a threat to open internet, and suggest that the entertainment industry focuses on new business models instead. That they should focus more on that. BREIN is now expected to take ICPs to court. So, how do you look at this? Basically, what this BREIN Hollywood supporter something anti-piracy thing wants is to ICPs to block the Pirate Bay. And do you think it's okay for them to ask for that, or do you think it's wrong and it's ICPs shouldn't be blocking any websites? Dan?
Well, if they have to, they should. But I don't know. If you block Pirate Bay, you're gonna have to block all the other torrent sites.
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna go into naming a bunch in case they actually do listen and start to block them. Uh, but overall, you block one, five others are gonna pop up. So what's the point of doing it?
Yeah.
yeah, you have a good point.
And by the way, do you think Hollywood should do it? Should ask for it? Do you think they have the right?
Um, well, didn't Hollywood start the whole SOPA thing and then the government jumped on it from there?
No,
Yeah,
I don't know.
they have already sort of tried this once.
It's one of those things because if they can get it in a foreign country, then they could probably get it elsewhere too. So they're trying to push the boundaries, right, if you're asking me, in this whole internet privacy, spamming, torrents, and all this other jazz like this. It's getting a little out of control. And if Hollywood's trying to run the show, really, they've got to stop.
Mike, what do you think about this?
I sort of agree with most of the points just said there. I also just want to point out that Pirate Bay has been blocked for a couple of years here in Ireland by our main service provider, Aircom, which no one seems to have complained about ever. It's just wanted to put that out there.
All right. Qarx.
I think Kyle brought up a good point that it doesn't really serve much purpose to just block one, but at the same time, I'm not exact. Sometimes piracy in and of itself is a really obviously it's a touchy issue, so it's kind of like what exactly because some things you can justify, others it's really hard to like come up with one. I can't even think.
Well, yeah. So basically, it's piracy is a hard topic. So I don't think Hollywood should be able to handle the whole situation and demand anything from ICPs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. For some great news for me and probably Mike and Robert and anyone else that lives UK or near UK. And there's a dating website for gamers now. Yep. Data Gamer is a dating website for people who want to date other gamers in UK. Yeah.
I've seen several websites like that, especially on Facebook, where it's like a gamer girlfriend. I'm like, okay.
So what are your reactions, guys? Do you think this can work in some way, or do you think it's just gonna be like any other dating site, just with the gamer tag on it? Qarx.
Yeah, I think it'll just be like any gamer website. No, not gamer website, dating website.
Mike.
And yeah,
go on.
Yeah, I agree. It just looks like it's just going to be another dating website just filled with slightly lonelier people.
Like
you. But I also just want to point out, I just went to their front page there and I just find it mildly amusing because it looks like two scantily dressed women are just about to beat up someone with a Wii remote and nunchuck each.
Well, that's gamers for you.
There's no competition.
Dan, what do you think?
As someone who's not single, I'm not allowed to comment on this at all. Good luck. I think we should get one of you three to go and test this site out and report back to us to let us know how it went.
No, thanks.
Come on, creative search. Come on, you can do this. I mean, it's market research. You can do it. I mean, it'll be great for the next podcast. I think we vote Herbis to do it.
Oh, no.
Do it for science.
I'm not that sad to go on a dating website and try to date a gamer chick who's probably like 50 years old and a man.
Herbert, in all fairness, you live in Wales. You can't get much lower than that.
I can. I lived in Latvia before, so...
That's more of a horizontal movement, to be honest.
And this is why I enjoy being Canadian.
Anyways, I think we can move on to the topic because we have no more news to talk about, or I haven't found any, and I don't care. So here's the topic. The topic is skip the combat, and it's a question. An article found by Diva01 Miku from the Blister Thumb forums states this. Jennifer Hepler, a senior writer at BioWare, is catching a lot of harassment for what she said back in 2006 basically she was saying that if people can skip through dialogue and cutscenes, then why not allow people to skip through combat if people don't care for it? Like example with LA Noir, you could skip combat in some cases. She was saying how if a game was good on its own story wise, even without the combat, why not include a method to skip through the combat movements, so gamers who enjoy the story more than combat can just focus on the story. I think it's pretty clear to us that we think her asked for an idea like this is quite stupid and really wrong. What I want to ask you guys is if you think her idea of being able to skip combat is a good or a bad idea, and how would you incorporate it in a game without breaking it? Qarx.
I think it might work. It might work for some games, like Metal Gear Solid games. But although obviously that's going to take like all the stealth. What?
Hang on, you want to take even more gameplay out of Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah.
That doesn't.
I mean, think about it. It's already practically an interactive movie.
That's why we need to conserve what we have.
Which is why you make it an option.
Yeah, Mike. What do you think?
I think a few games have been doing this for a while. Like, just certain games where if you have, like Nintendo started doing it as well, where if you're having trouble with a section, a screen will either pop up saying, "Do you want to skip this section?" or it'll give you an option to be invincible. It's.
Yeah.
I don't find it to be all that new, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Dan.
Well, it's I don't know, taking action scenes out of games. I can't see that happening. I really can't. Just for the storyline, that's just not right. It's like taking the sex out of porn. Like, it just doesn't work that way. Then you have a storyline, and what the hell is? Oh wait, that's romance.
Fuck romance, man.
But seriously, that's just no. I can't. No, then there's no way you can do it without breaking the game.
Personally, I think this is not a bad idea. If you're really into story and not really the gameplay element of the game, I think you should be able to skip the combat. But only if you select the option at the beginning of the game or very early on. Like some people. Yeah.
Having when you start the game, like in Call of Duty games when they have quote unquote offensive stages, you can choose from the beginning whether or not to skip them.
Yeah. Well, basically, you first get a feeling of the game, so you know what the gameplay is, and then you could choose. That's what I think. That wouldn't break the game, I think.
Yeah. I think it would open up more, like for games to like non-gamers get more customers.
Yeah.
And in the grand scheme of things, that's generally what developers and publishers want.
Mm-hmm. Alpha Protocol is a terrible game because of its gameplay, but the story is pretty good from what I've heard. So I would like to play the game by skipping the combat and just focusing on the story, giving my own answer and making my own story. But yeah. I think I would buy Alpha Protocol if it had something like that. But of course I would buy it very cheaply. Just because the gameplay of it is terrible. So, any final thoughts, guys?
If the way you put it, I'd say, yeah, okay. If you had the option to do it before or in menu, yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. But still, it's part of the story, so why not keep it in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, referencing back to the example with Metal Gear Solid, all of the story and codec calls that take place in the action scenes. Imagine cramming all that into one sequence in between cutscenes. None of it would make sense without the context of the actual action scenes. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's if designers started making game, well, thinking about that, I think the gameplay would be much less important. I mean, to the story than it is now, and that would be a bad thing. I think they would focus on making the. If you skip the combat, they would focus on that the story still makes sense, and I don't think it's
Well,
that a good idea.
Then they'd make Azura's Wrath and pretty much just make a movie. To be honest.
Well, yeah. I guess we can move on to the next thing, which is games coming out next week. But first, games that came out recently, because we haven't been having a podcast for a while now. We can check out some games. There's an indie title called Dear Esther or Esther. I can't pronounce it right. But anyways,
Esther?
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyone saw the game? Anyone picked that up?
I've seen the title. I haven't picked it up.
No.
Haven't seen it, and I haven't picked it up. So
Okay. How about Alan Wake?
I saw it.
Okay. Nobody picked it up, I guess. Crusader Kings.
What?
Crusader Kings 2.
No, I hadn't heard of it. I just looked it up on Steam.
Okay. Brawl Busters. It's free to play game on Steam.
oh well, if I knew it was free to play, I'd be picking it up. So I'll go and do that now.
Yeah, I actually downloaded it. I played it a bit, and the physics of it very weird. It controls very weirdly, and yeah, I haven't played it since. I only played it once and didn't really enjoy it much. But yeah,
I'll
other
give it a try.
games. What?
I said I'll give it a try.
Okay. Other games, Outdoors Unlimited. We talked about it a bit. It combined some 3 things, I guess. Hunting or something. Hunting, camping, and fishing, I think. Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah, camping, hunting, and fishing.
Okay, well, I can see why that it would be popular up here because we only get 3 months of summer, so people like to camp, they like to hunt, and they like to fish. So I can see why that would be good here. However, I like to do the real thing. That's just me, though.
Yeah. Another game, Syndicate. Anyone?
Missed out on that one myself.
Alright, so let's move on to games coming out in the next week and the week after, I guess. The first game is Wessel. Nope, no one knows. How about Wok Fu?
Is that a cooking one?
No, it seems like an island or something. By Square Enix.
I might pass on that one.
Everyone will probably. Okay, the week after we have a big title coming out, which is Mass Effect 3. And we not anyone looking forward to that?
Sort of. I'm kind of indifferent towards it, to be honest.
I'm afraid it's gonna suck again, like the second one. Like, it didn't suck, but what they changed from the first one, that sucked. I'm not gonna ramble about that again. I already did that one on 1 episode, or 2, or 3. Anyways, yeah, next game, Hard Reset, Extended Edition is coming out. Anyone?
Hey, nope, not here.
Yay!
Okay, Sims 3 Showtime expansion coming out. I know Dan will pick it up because he has no life.
What? Sims 3? Showtime?
Yeah.
Is that anything like Showcase, or I get to sit down and have my Sims watch TV? That's Showtime, or have like a Glee moment where everyone dances and sings on
I
the
think it's
computer
more
screen?
like I think it's more like Glee.
Oh well, hell, I'm all about what? No, I'm sorry. Can we strike that from the comments, please?
No.
I don't want to be known as. Anyways,
Yeah. Next game, Major League Baseball, 2K12.
yeah, actually, I wouldn't mind that one.
Oh, really? You're not American, so I'm surprised.
Yeah, well, I'm getting bored of hockey, and it's starting to. I need some other sport, and bowling just doesn't cut it.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the week. After the week, next week, yeah, whatever. Anyways, we can talk about which games we were playing this week, or the week before, or the week before that week. Yeah. How about we start with I don't know, Dan.
Spade. Sorry.
No, you weren't.
I don't know if you've kind of caught on, but I finally finished Portal 2.
Wow, finally.
I know it took me a bit. I got it on the Steam sale back in December, so give me some sort of credit here.
No.
And it took me a bit to play it, and then I finally sat down and played it, and I couldn't stop playing it. So I haven't done co-op yet, but the single player was amazing.
Wait,
And
you have it on PC?
yes, I do.
We can play co-op because I have no one to play co-op with.
Okay.
So alone.
That's kind of pathetic, but I'll go. I'll take it.
You could have played co-op with me.
But you've played it already.
So that doesn't mean I remember any of the complicated ass solutions for the later puzzles.
There you go. You were drunk, weren't you? No comment. That must be correct.
Mildly
But- Just tipsy? That's it? Oh God,
It's Wednesday. I had school the next day.
It's a hump day. You drink on a Wednesday. Come on, even I know this. But anyways, I've also been playing the Rocksmith game, and
Is it any good?
I like it.
Quite a game.
It's actually pretty decent. It's taught me a few songs, and I'm actually enjoying learning chord progression, and I'm getting frustrated, and I haven't smashed my guitar yet. So, but it's an expensive guitar, so I'm not going to. And pretty much NHL 12 I've been playing. That's about all I've got on my plate.
All right. How about Mike? You?
I haven't been playing much new, to be honest. I've been playing some Minecraft. I got a couple of HD collections. And just today I downloaded and started playing Realm of the Mad God because I was bored and it was very small and free. That's about all that's new in the life and times of Mike.
All right. Qarx.
I've been playing a lot of Deus Ex Game of the Year edition and Terraria.
How
Excuse
could you
me.
play Deus Ex? Wait, not Human Revolution. I guess the old one, right?
Yes, the old one.
That makes sense. All
How'd
right.
you
Quite a lot
find
of fun.
Terraria?
Hmm?
How'd you find Terraria? Do you like it?
Yes. In some ways, I actually kind of like it more than Minecraft, though that's mostly because of the, I guess you could say somewhat RPG-esque elements, particularly the large number of items, the like grappling hook and everything, the bosses.
So have you made it down to hell and up to the skies and into the jungles and?
Yes, I haven't been spent much time in the underworld, but I have killed a few bosses, mostly although I've only killed 2 bosses, and by that I mean I've fought the same 2 bosses a couple of times. The first time I fought the Eye of Cthulhu, I summoned it with a suspicious-looking eye, and then another one showed up, and I was just like, "Are you for real?" I actually did manage. I actually managed to defeat it my first time, so That was pretty cool.
Still, you have to
Nice.
wonder how suspicious something you make yourself can be.
Yeah.
Well, no kidding, but I got a buddy that made his own server, and he says it's an amazing game, and he spent hours on it. He's now doing the hard mode of it, and he's saying that it's just insane.
Right now, I'm actually, excuse me. Lately, I was actually making some preparations for for fighting Skeletron, though I'm not sure if I'm quite ready for him yet because I only have like 320 life right now.
Probably not, but you never know.
Yeah, well, I guess that's it. No more Terraria rambles. And yeah, what I've played Duke Nukem Forever DLC. The Doctor Who cloned me, I guess, or something like that. And
Why?
well, it was on sale, and I was interested in Doctor Who, so I was like,
So you thought a bad game would be made better by more of it?
yes. Oh well, yeah, it was yeah, like that. Anyways, another game I played was Grand Theft Auto 4 and episodes from Liberty City. Actually, I didn't play any story of it, but I attended this Rockstar event that they were having with sweepstakes and so on. It was a live event for 3 hours, and yeah, many people showed up, and it was quite fun. It was quite fun until we got to the deathmatch, and I couldn't kill anyone. So yeah, that ended the fun for me. What else? Also, there were some cheaters in there in the race mode, so that wasn't fun at all. What else? I played Dirt 3 on my new Android phone, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, through on live, which is pretty nice. But that's my phone, I guess, and this is PC. What else? Quickly, yeah, Team Fortress 2. I started playing this game more and more, and enjoying it more and more because of the hats, I guess, and items, and yeah, pretty much hats and items. Anything else I played? Realm of the Mad God, which might play too, which is a pretty awesome game. You just quests are pretty unique. I like how you don't have to go and speak to anyone; they just appear. Go kill this guy and move on with your life. But yeah, yeah. One more thing I want to mention is on my Android phone, I have some emulators, and I was playing Chrono Trigger, which is a pretty fun game, although I'm getting stuck all the time because I don't know what to do, and it's pretty annoying. But yeah, the game looks and plays very well, and it's pretty fun. And
It probably plays better on your phone than on my PSP.
yeah, thankfully I have physical keyboard on my phone and not have to use the touch screen and stuff.
That would just be awful.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we have a mod of the week segment, which I totally forgot about. And can anyone think of anything?
I can.
Wow.
Dovahcore in Skyrim.
No.
Oh,
I got one.
The Megadeth DLC for Rocksmith.
Well, that's DLC, and that's Rocksmith, and that's not PC. What the hell? That's not even a mod.
See, you weren't even prepared for that one.
Jesus.
at least my thing was a mod.
Well, I was just trying to see if he paid attention, and he does. Next.
Okay, Qarx, what do you have?
Give me a second. I gotta find it, but it's a mod for Left 4 Dead to make it look just like Minecraft.
Oh yeah, saw it. I think. Yeah, and it. What did it do? It just it didn't make zombies look like the zombies from Minecraft, right?
No, it didn't do that.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sadly. But I actually am acquainted with the guy who made it, which was interesting because Yogscast looked at it recently.
Mhm. So, has he made many mods for Left 4 Dead?
I'm not sure. I forgot to ask.
Oh.
You
All
sound
right.
like good friends.
Just like you and Robert. And me and Robert. And pretty much anyone and Robert.
People like to keep their distance from Robert, is what Herbis is getting at.
Yeah. Anyways, I guess that's our mod of the week. I guess we have to pimp ourselves out because I forgot about it again. Yeah, let's do this. Qarx.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Qarx, and you can find me excuse me, on YouTube as Qarx the First, and Blister Thumbs is just Qarx.
All right, Mike.
You can find me on Google Plus
Why?
as. Sorry?
No, nothing. Why? You're not even using Twitter. You're using Google Plus. That doesn't make any sense.
Because I'm incredibly lazy and I keep forgetting to set up my Twitter.
All right.
And
Okay.
you can also find me on YouTube as Dr. Baconator.
Yes. Am I forgetting someone? Someone probably not important at all.
Probably
Like
Robert.
me, homie.
Yes, Dan, pimp yourself on.
Someone not important. Oh, don't maybe come up. Wait, that means flying out, getting a passport, trying to get through customs. Never mind. I'll get you other ways.
And coming to Wales.
That too. God, that would be horrible. Anyways, you can find me on Twitter as the only PK. You can find me on Blister Thumbs as Painkiller, and coming soon still my website, which is still under construction.
Wait, is that under construction since like 2009?
2010 actually.
Oh,
2010.
2010. Okay,
So-
yeah. That's,
You're making a website? What?
Well,
I
if
can-
you
I can-
want,
I
you
can
can
just-
check it out at pklive.ca. There, it's out.
I can see like how the development goes. Like you just sit down at the computer and are like, okay, I'm gonna
Alright.
work on my website right now. All right, then,
It's just, if I stare hard enough,
then you start writing like one line of code, and then you're like, okay, I'm bored. Well,
that's
A
pretty
game.
much how
Let's play that.
programming works.
I prefer to
Yeah,
think, I
pretty
prefer to
much.
think of him sitting down at his computer and going, if I stare hard enough, internet will happen.
Hey, I made a banner. I was happy about that one. It took me 2 months to do it, but I made a banner.
Yep.
You know, I've got Photoshop on my other computer. I don't like using it. In fact, I don't like turning it on. So now I have to try and turn it on to work more on my website and go from there. And then update all of it. So, yeah.
PK's website coming soon in 2020. So yeah.
I'm hoping for 2022, but might
Ah.
push it to 2020.
All right. Works for me, I guess. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter as Herbis with 2 S's as always. And you can find me on my website, dho.com, and then from there, everywhere else. And yes, I guess I can now finally thank everyone. Yes, thanks everyone for listening, for attending, and for, I don't know, doing something. But yeah, we'll see you next time, hopefully. And goodbye. Say goodbye.
goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.